Hello everybody, welcome to today's webinar, which is about all the most interesting and up-to-date in the world of Sky World Community. And these webinars are based on webinars of Alexey Sukhadoev, who is a board member of Sky World Community. And let me introduce myself. My name is Leonid Rakhmanov. I'm a business assistant of Alexey Sukhadoev, and also I'm an investor in this project since 2017. And I have partners from 9 countries, so Philippines, Korea, Uzbekistan, Malaysia, South Africa, Pakistan, and now also Guyana, Ethiopia, and Nigeria. And also I'm a certified trainer of Sky World Communities Major League. And besides, I'm a mnemonics trainer, so ex-mnemonics trainer. I helped people to develop their memory and concentration, and also entered Memory League World Ranking of memorizing top 120 in the world. And also I speak 5 languages, and English language is not my native language, so pardon me if I make mistakes. So today we will speak. So what are we going to speak about? So we will speak about transformation of the community of SWC, updates of the training and adaptation educational platform of SkyWorld Community and SWC's events, and also news about the project itself. So about new delegations to the centers, progress of construction, media about the project, and about targeted projects department. So are you ready to start? By the way, please write in the chat if yes. And also, it would be great if you write where are you from. So let's see how many countries do participate today. So I also have YouTube. Maybe somebody is there. So you also can write and I can read this chat as well. Oh, okay. I see here some messages. So let's go. Macedonia here. Oh, great. Macedonia. Dragon and Mr. Herman. Yes, from Belgium. De Jager Henny, Netherlands. Great. Already 3 countries. What about others? So we have some more participants. So you can also write in the chat. And we continue. So first, let's I do it almost every webinar. So the difference between these 2 companies, so SkyWorld Community and Yunitsky String Technologies. So what's the difference? Because some people dismiss these 2 companies, and that's why, to explain it, I'm going to distinguish it. So Yunitsky String Technologies is an international engineering company which is engaged in the design, construction, and certification of high-speed, urban, and freight transport systems. So the project. And SkyWorld Community is the largest international venture capital platform that attracts investments in Yunitsky String Technologies. And shares are formalized through a convertible loan scheme. And there is no other connection between these 2 companies. So we help to invest in the project. And SkyWorld Community is a large, flexible company that finances primarily Yunitsky String Technologies, but also has its own development roadmap. So that's why let's start from SkyWorld Community's news. So also the thing which is in this slide, so SkyWorld Community is based on these 3 fundamentals. So based on it, so first is the product, so which we finance, and then community, because it is people, so all around the world. So you see, even today's webinar is international. From different countries we have participants today. And social part, because it what does it mean? So education, development of partners and participants. So this part, so these are 3 fundamentals. And now let's briefly speak about community. On my previous webinars I told you that we have transformation in terms of community, and it is already started. So new types of events started, and in media, I mean of SkyWorld community, you probably noticed the difference of the way how the information is given, not less like just news, but in a more like warm way. And so also there will be here, so in SkyWorld community will be created a network of chats, so like Telegram chats, for example, of community, and it will be also divided, like, for example, by countries, by cities, and not only by this, but also like by status. For example, those who those who are like partners, they will be in the chat of partners. Those who are already consultants, they will be in the chat of consultants and chat of leaders, and they will develop together. They will have mentors and also community managers in each chat, because so these types of categories differs and they have different questions. And it will not be only like informative, it will be real community. So people will communicate with each other, help each other, and develop together, share experience. And this network of chats will be created soon, and it already being started in some languages. And also a department like of taking care is being created. So I'm sorry. So department of taking care is being developed. What does it mean? So there are some partners and participants who, for example, invested a lot of time ago, and now like being passive or just thinking so when it will be or something like that, at like they become inactive and maybe even hopeless. So some people now are like disappointed, and in with these people to help them to explain that project didn't stop, that it is being developed, and you also can continue your development here, participate in events, education. And so such kind of department will be created, so to help these people to like not to be disappointed, not so in order to they be happy and also continue their development here in SkyWorld community. And another department which is about targeted projects preparation is already created, has already been created, and Vladislav Volkov will be like a head of this department. And here in the photo, he is at the left side. You can see him. So this is a picture with board members of SkyWorld community, which we made. So and so Vladislav Volkov. So as he told, so the targeted product preparation department is a powerful tool for implementing the Yunitsky string technologies transport technology in different countries. Why? Because in this department was created for what reason? So some partners are interested in implementing this transport in their countries. And so to do it in a right way without like mistakes and in a more, how to say, so effective way. So to make communications with governors, for example, or with the large investors. So this department was created. That's why if you have any like proposals of targeted projects, and or you have partners or somebody who is interested in implementing it in your country or another country, please send this application for Vladislav Volkov to this email. You can screenshot it or just write it now. And the letter should include details of the customer, so the subject matter of the request or tender conditions, and a contact person who can be approached for further details. So then this person will be contacted, and this will be, how to say, continued conversation. So, okay, and now also another one news, so that such kind of reception will also be created. What does it mean? So in SkyWorld communities, there are different kind of departments. So as you see, department of targeted projects. That's why do not send any like concerns on something else on that email. Only like applications for targeted projects. But here in reception, which like will be created, you can send your requests or questions to different departments of SkyWorld community. For example, sales department, or for example, support department, or marketing department, and others which are here for different kind of needs. Soon you will have some updates in your online personal office. You can news, and there will be written so in what questions you can go to one department or another, and what you can do with them, so how they can help you and your team. So such kind of reception also will be created. Okay, now we move to the next part of today's webinar, which is about SkyWorld communities events. So, and this summer, so the most active country in terms of offline events, not online, has been Nigeria. By the way, do we have participants from Nigeria today? If we have, please write in the chat. So my congratulations for you. So to our partners from the southern country, their focused energy and sincere efforts are helping to accelerate the development of the string transport technology. So thank you. Good job, Nigeria. And in Vietnam also there was a major conference in August, which was held there. So partners, top experts of SkyWorld communities there held this event and were speakers, and more than 1,000 people have attended the event. And this conference was dedicated to the vision of the global mission of the Yunitsky string technologies and the development of SkyWorld community in Vietnam, and also the completion of special education for Vietnamese partners. And upcoming event is also will be at the end of this month. It is like Welcome Day in Central Asia. It will be in Kyrgyzstan. So for partners from Central Asia, and as I'm also from Uzbekistan, Central Asia, I also will participate there. So, and there will be like trainings also, and news updates of SkyWorld community will be announced there. So, and as you know, now it is going on SkyWorld Communities Champions Challenge, and first winners of the first stage already went to Turkey. And by the way, if you can also participate in this challenge, you can see information in your online personal office account, and there you can also participate and win traveling to United Arab Emirates. So as for these partners, they won traveling to Turkey, and there was also education, traveling, and all at once, and entertainment. And besides of this, so new educational modules were also recorded there. So as you know, SkyWorld community now is creating its own training and educational platform, and new practical educational modules were recorded there by top partners of SkyWorld community. So a real experience which you can learn from these partners who became one of the best in this challenge, and not only from them but also from board members. For example, course about networking, so how to speak with people, for example, how to meet with them and in some kind of events or somewhere else. And Alexei Sukhadoev, board member of SkyWorld community, shared his experience. By the way, he is a Sky expert in SkyWorld community, so and has a huge experience in this sphere, so networking. And František Solar is a top expert and curator of top experts in SkyWorld community, and also board member. And he recorded a course about duplication, how to create your team, how to explain them how to work and how to do, and how they also can explain others. So, and how to do it in efficient way. So practical methods. And also by Olga Veronica Serahostova. She is Dominican Republic's ambassador, and she became an expert. She reached the status of expert just in 6 months from the beginning. Just imagine. And how did she do so? So she shared her methods and experience in the course called Iceberg. And Anna Dorish, she is Latin. She is like also community manager of Latin America, and helps Latin American development. And she recorded a course of personal brand, and so you can also then study it in online personal office. These all courses will be not only translated but also adapted to certain kind of mentality, for example, of your region, and I mean country. And also Patila Ismailova and Salima Batarhanova, so top experts. So Patila Ismailova is top expert in Kyrgyzstan and regional curators there, and Salima Batarhanova, she was like nominated like a queen of cold contacts. And so, and they recorded also practical courses there, how to do, what methods do they use. So these all you will find soon in educational platform, which will start also launch in different language also soon. And why not now? Because we do not want to create like a fast food, something fast which you can eat but then do not have like a positive effect. So it's real work. And in previous webinars I told you in details about it. We have lots of specialists working there. By the way, 9 methodologists are working, and they help to create this course to make it more efficient. And also there will be mentors and trackers. So what does it mean? So when the person enters the training platform, so not only the person who invited him will help him, but also there will be special educated mentors and trackers who will help them, these newbies, newcomers, to do the results, so to achieve it and to develop, and to help find mistakes and how to solve them, and other stuff. And also, as I told you on previous webinar, sales department of SkyWay community started its work. So internal sales department, they now work with cold market with several countries, and then it will be also scaled for other languages as well. And as they already started working and already started making deals, so they already starting sharing experience. So that's why it doesn't mean that we have sales department and they like our competitors, I mean for partners. So no, they otherwise they will help us. So tomorrow, as far as I know, in English speaking YouTube of SkyWorld community, you can find live which will be from one of the heads of sales department. He will share his knowledge about scripts. I already participated in it in Russian language and I really was impressed. So, and now it will be in English tomorrow. So for those who want to develop like a partner, you're welcome. You can participate tomorrow. Just check YouTube in English of SkyWorld community and there you can see. So before we move to Yunitsky String Technologies news and updates, so by the way, what are your thoughts, impressions? You may hear and you may write them in the chat. So, and I also will check in YouTube. Maybe there are some comments. Yeah, in YouTube also, Mr. Ramesh is writing, build UST, save the planet. Yes, sure, let's do it together. So, and let me check, is YouTube, yeah, it is working. So okay, now let's continue. So about Yunitsky String Technologies update, And this year, it happens that I could visit both sites as well as in Sharjah and in Belarus. So I was happy to do that. And first news that there was like new file posted, which is about how the string transport project will be positioned. And here you can see the link, and I will also send it to the chat. So I see some, no message. I will send this link to the chat, just a second. Or you can scan this QR code. Yes, probably it should work. And what is that file? So what is inside it? So first of all, new naming, so rebranding, so why it was, and it is not only just under the name of creator of the project, Anatoli Yunitsky, but also it has additional meaning, like for example, unit. So what does it mean? So like unit, division, whole, yeah, and also possibly it can also interpretation like abbreviation for unite, so to connect, to join, and T like transport, and sky means sky, so that this transport is going over the ground, so like near the sky. So you need ski, and also in this file you can find actual updated numbers, so in terms of, for example, capacity, speed, and other technical numbers. So Mr. Dragon is writing that this link doesn't work, error. So probably copy this link, not press it, maybe, because as I see, that PDF wasn't included in the link. Yes, because that PDF. So copy it and then insert. So, and there in this file, you can also see actual comparison to somehow similar types of transport, like cableway or light rail, monorail, and so on. So you can see what are the positive sides of them and what are the negative sides, and you can study them in this file as well, and use it also and for yourself to understand better about the project, and for your partners, so to explain them the difference, because some people say that we have like subway or we have a cable way, so what's the difference? So here it is written the difference, so why Unitsky string technologies differs a lot and has lots of advantages uh, in comparison with any kind of transport. So you can study it there. And also, um, for example, like how many modules, how many track structures, buildings were created and built. So, and other numbers you can find on page number 6. So there you will see these pictures, and here in this text, lots of numbers and facts are written. So you can read it and get actual and up-to-date information about the project. For example, how for these questions. So here again, the link, so you can screenshot it or you can scan the QR code. Okay. So I see that you could open it. Great. So, and now let's speak about media about the project. So new articles and new updates. So there was an article of the National about string transport, and here you can see like it was like a big. You can here see the link. You can also screenshot it if you want to read it in details. And in briefly, what were spoken there, and here like proved information which was given by Unitsky string technologies and by a major source of media, the National. And here what was written. So some people also ask when the Unicorn will be launched. So as you know, it's being now created in Sharjah. And as it is written in the article, so the container carrier testing in Sharjah is scheduled to begin in December this year or January next year. So the 2.4 kilometer track will allow the vehicle to reach speed of up to 120 kilometers per hour. So already soon, so construction is going on. A little bit later I will show you some updates how it is going on. And the second question, so some people also ask where it could be built soon. So, and there is written that one of possible projects is a double track freight route from the port on Tinkan Island in Nigeria to the city of Lagos. And the 20-kilometer track will cost about $280 million. And if you go to the file which I gave you on previous slides, there is also comparison of price. And you can see that the price of construction of Yunitsky Storage Technologies each is much less than other similar types of transport. And you can see the comparison of numbers. And another route can connect Jebel Ali port in the United Arab Emirates with Al Maktoum International Airport, and the 18-kilometer line will allow containers to be delivered just in 15 minutes. Just imagine, 18-kilometer line in just 15 minutes. And so these are possible routes. And another news about media. So the string transport was featured on radio Dubai Eye and also on another radio as well. So Talk 100.3, and there are lots of things were discussed. You can find in news also the recordings. You can listen to them, but the things which were mentioned there. First one is that more than 300 delegations and interested parties have visited the testing center during Expo 2020. For example, I personally was impressed by this number because I saw that the number of delegations was about 100 totally to both sides together in Belarus and in United Arab Emirates. But when I heard this number, so 300, just imagine, from all over the world. So how many possible contracts could be created? And maybe already created, we will receive news. So, and also what was told in that live, that radio, I mean, so that that was mentioned that we hope that the first commercial project will be in Sharjah, and that was mentioned in both radios, so Dubai Eye and Talk 100.3. So here you also can see some of possible targeted projects. And as for Sharjah, on the website of Khalij Times, again, media, how many articles were during this period? So there has been released an article under the authorship of Hussein Al-Mahmoudi, the CEO of Sharjah Research Technology Park. And as you know, the Yunitsky String Technologies Innovation Center is situated there. And there was mentioned that more than the statistics that more than 7 millions of people die, estimated, so die because of pollution. They have some kind of diseases because of this. And if such a transport like Yunitsky string technologies were implemented in the world, so less pollution will be, and so we could save people, not only in terms that this transport is safe itself and like no accident, but also no pollution. And also he said like this Belarusian startup, but by the way, it's not now already startup. You can also see it in that file already. This became a project, so a company. So, and in partnership with Chargers Research Center has already constructed hanging test tracks that will be able to carry cargo and passengers. And after successful testing, the government will announce construction of its routes within Sharjah city. Again, you see, possibility to implement it there, like targeted projects. And also, if we speak about this charger center, so a mode of the string transport has been installed there, and so it also not like media, but it also will attract people because they come there to this place. So lots of people come there, and the sensing center of Yunitsky string technologies is just near. You even can be seen from this place, so yeah, they can watch and see the track structures. So, and that also will help to increase the amount of delegations and, of course, possible projects. And now let's talk about that's why delegations. So what are the news about delegations? I will not speak about the previous delegations which we already discussed last time. So lots of them. But I want to stop on this one. So last time I told you about the delegation from India. The representative of Ministry of Tourism of India visited the center, and also he was accompanied by managing partner of the international construction company. So that could mean that it was discussed about construction. And just now, so why I'm speaking about this delegation again, just a few time ago, new delegation came from India. You see the how to say relationship. So representative of Ministry of Tourism came, and now we have another delegation. So so the delegates from India came, and they so the delegates close to the Indian government, including founders and executives of large Indian companies, have visited the String Technologies Testing Center in Sharjah. So here are some pictures, and Anatoli Yunitsky personally made for them so like excursion and explain about the modules. And of course, probably there was discussed like implementation it in India, and just wait for some updates. And also a delegation from Liberia visited the testing center. And Liberia country, as a country in the list of like in terms of economy, is one of the poorest country, but it has a lot of like sources like brilliance and other kind of nature sources, but it is difficult like to carry them from that place. And if there was such a transport like Yunitsky string technologies, so as you know, it could be implemented anywhere, so deserts, mountains, forest, and doesn't matter. So, and it could be also were created there, and that's why it could be much easier and help to develop the economy of the country. And such country like Liberia, which now like one of the poorest one, could develop much more and become even more like developed than other countries which are now more developed now. So that's why they are also interested in implementing it there. And another delegation, and it is like about mostly about exhibitions, because as you know, project usually went how to say itself to exhibitions, but now otherwise exhibition representatives came to the center to invite the project to participate there. Just imagine, so what's the level now of the project. So exhibitions, major exhibitions came and invite. So this was Mobility Life Middle East exhibition, and uh, managers of this exhibition visited the center the testing center, and this exhibition is a key event for the region, I mean in Middle East, in the field of modern transport technology, and the show will be held on 15th-16th May in 2023. And these managers and representatives were impressed by the technology, so and invited to participate there. So, and as I told you a little bit earlier, we also visited both centers this year. I personally visited it and uh, tried this transport ourselves. And in Sharjah too, we tried this 400 meters like long track structure, and also visited production situated in Belarus. So and saw it with our own eyes how it is being created. And in the previous webinar, I some of previous webinars I told about news which will how to say uh, were said there, and answers for our questions. So you can watch that webinar and also hear about it. And also I wanted to show you a statistic. So here is the time spent traveling to and from work. So in average, which people spend to go to work. And you can see here are hours. In some countries 1 hour, in some countries 2 hours. So people spend a lot of time inside the transport to go somewhere. So traffic jams and lots of problems. And that's why, so for example, in linear cities, and of course if such transport like Yunitsky string technologies were implemented, it could be much faster, so people would spend much less time. And besides, so as you know, linear cities are also being developed. And in such cities, as Anatoli Yunitsky said, so from one place to another in such cities, only 15 minutes, about 15 minutes will be needed to go there. So it is like planned in a such a way. So that's why, and as now this like ecology and development of transport is like a trend. And the transport will go at the second level, so above the ground, because as you know now, lots of pollution and problems with the transport on the ground and under the ground. So that's why it is like a new era and new trend. And for example, if we compare it like to other companies, for example, you know, Steve Jobs, he found trend before it started, like smartphones and iPads. And now you see how this company is being developed. At that time when it was created, it was like a strange thing and people didn't believe in it, in smartphones and in this way. But now everybody has it in their pockets. And for example, Jeff Bezos, when he created Amazon, they all most people also thinking that he's stupid. And lot of time, almost 14 years, he was like without profit working. But he found a trend because he knows that people will purchase stuff online and things. And now the trend already came, he predicted it, and he came. And now you see where is the Amazon. Trillions of dollars now it worth, this company. But at that time it haven't even profit, but now it developed. And here you also can see that Anatoly Yunitsky already predicted this trend of transport already 40 years ago. And that time, it's true, time wasn't like ready for it. But now time came, and you see how the project is being developed. So by the way, are you happy to support this project? Please write in the chat. And are you happy that you are here and also can use this trend and together help yourself and help the planet and people? Oh, I see. Mr. Lobman Arnold is writing, yes, great, perfect. So, what about those who are watching us in YouTube? Do you hear me? So great. I'm glad to hear that you are writing yes and that you are happy to be here. Me myself, I'm also happy to be here and in SkyWorld community and help to develop the project. So now let's speak about progress of construction. So what are the updates? And last time I told you about track structure and that it is being like string rails. So here you can see some pictures and I will not stop at that point. So at that track structure route number 4, it's being like installed. And now let's speak about track number 2. And at this picture of track number 2, you can see also the track number 4 and at the right side. Do you see it? And there you can see that strings are already there. So at some part, and you can see, do you see it in the picture? So, and updates about track number 2. So what are they? So you can see that it is being in progress. Construction of terminals and container depot are in progress. So here you can see the picture of it. So container terminal almost already finished. So especially like it was designed on computer and now it becomes like a reality. And none of the stations within this track number 2 incorporate either a control room, server room, or data storage system, and etc. Because such capacities to control track number 2 and track number 4 have already been foreseen in the service station of test track number 1. So, as you see, new routes, but they are managed in test track number 1 in the service station. So from one place, like, and it is there is no need like to do it in other stations of this route. And in this picture you can see container terminal, and behind it there is a station for cargo and passenger for track number 4, where strings are now being put. So put it, and here you can see that it becomes a reality and construction is in progress, and it's already as mentioned in the national, so I mean in the media which I showed you a little bit earlier on previous slides, as it was told. So containers unicorn will start its like testings and going in December this year or January, already soon. Why? Some people can ask that it is not fast, that like it is takes a lot of time. Why? Because it's like not a simple like thing, for example, pen or something else. It's a transport, so people will try it. That's why the project doesn't have like permission for mistake. So as well as for cargo and for people, so a new module will be also tested, so for 25 people. So that means 25 people should go inside and try it, so to go inside it. And that's why there mustn't be any kind of mistake, because it is about safetyness. So any kind of accident mustn't be happen. That's why everything is being like in very deeply details. That's why it is needed some time, of course, but it will be like at the highest level. And of course, lots of customers all over the world waiting for its launch. So to make such kind of contracts for targeted projects, that's why everything should go in the right way. So by now, we have finished the presentation and recent updates and news, as well as of SkyWorld community and Yunitsky string technologies. And now let's move to the part of questions. So what questions do you have? You can write it in the chat. So maybe about today's presentation. By the way, so what are your impressions? And did you like today's webinar? So please write in the chat your feedback. It is important for me and to understand, was it useful for you? Was it impressive? Did you like it? And did you like the news which you heard today? And oh, thank you. So very good and informing. 10, very helpful. So thank you for your feedback. I'm glad to hear this, and I'm glad to hear that it was really informing and good and helpful for you. So thank you too for active participating today. That so and together with you, we are creating the future, the better future and light future. So thank you all for participating today, and let's develop together and let's save the planet together. And thank you all for participating today. I wish you happiness, wealth, and health. So thank you. Oh, so Mr. Daniel, I see question. So what is the benefit of investor in this project? So you can also see it in your online personal office. So through convertible loan agreement, you can become investment, and when you sign like agreement, so when shares go to your ownership, so you like become a co-owner of the project, and that means that you have benefits like a co-owner, which means that you can inherit these shares, get part of a profit of the company as dividends and lifetime dividends. So even your children and children of your children can receive these dividends. So this one of the like major ways where you can get profit. So by helping the project, you help the project now to develop, you support it, and then you become a co-owner, and the project then will thank you because as a co-owner, so because you become a shareholder and co-owner and receive dividends, and dividends will be like from profit of the company, and it is also written in documents which you can study in your online personal office. So so any other questions by now? So if there is no questions, I want to put you a video, which was also at the beginning, but probably let me put another one at the beginning already in recording in YouTube. Let's watch another one. So from so this month was event, as you know, in Belarus. So I will put you this video. So no questions for now, and thank for the information. You are welcome, Mr. Daniel, and welcome to our community, and let's develop together. So thank you all for participating today, and see you on other events and webinars.